You again, huh? Hello. You're welcome to another Today's Decay. We're celebrating births and beginnings of everything important since the dawn of time. It is December 26th, so we've made it through Christmas. That's nice. Onwards to next Halloween. Meanwhile, today, 1914, is when Richard Woodmark was born, a film noir era toughie character actor who, why he wasn't in some horror movie, I don't know, because he's like so menacing just on his own. He's somebody who I feel like really could have transitioned into the horror genre. Yeah, tons of great movies, and just like these piercing eyes and monstrous feeling to him, right? I haven't seen the new Nightmare Alley by Guillermo del Toro, but I did read, and I've heard really negative reviews of it so far, but you should probably never really trust people's reviews, right? And just go in with an open mind. Yeah. But I did read a great description of film noir that Del Toro wrote that I really liked. I don't have it off the top of my head, but it made me feel like he's got it. He was basically saying like that film noir is not, the shadow of Venetian blinds. That's all like cookie cutter stuff, but really like getting to the heart of like what the genre would be. So fingers crossed it's a good movie, even though I really doubt it. I've always felt like film noir presents, whether this is accurate or not, it presents Americans who didn't go off and fight in World War II as like everybody is like half a person in some form or another. There's something like flawed about everybody that isn't off fighting, and that has a lot to do with it. I don't know, could be wrong, but it's an interesting thought, I think. 1924, a really phenomenal film by Rene Clair called The Crazy Ray, aka At 325, premiered. This is a short film. I first saw it on the DVD extras of the 1926 The Bells, starring Boris Karloff, which is a fun movie, worth seeing. But The Crazy Ray is a must-see. A must-see. It's a short. Rene Clair in France was filming a series of fantastic films. I don't want to really call them science fiction per se or horror, but he's a like pre-genre filmmaker who's making his own series of films. Another example of something he did in a similar vein would be The Phantom of the Moulin Rouge, where somebody through like scientific means is able to separate their soul, or like ghosts basically, from their body. It's excellent. That's a feature and pretty rare. But The Crazy Ray, as a short, the premise is this this small passenger plane full of people land in Paris early in the morning, only to realize that like everybody in the town is frozen. All the clocks are frozen at 3:25 a.m. No matter what position people were in at 3:25 a.m., they're frozen in this way. So if they're in some precarious position, if they're in the middle of some, big party, if they're in the middle of robbing somebody, in the middle of a fight, whatever's going on, everybody's just frozen in place except for these handful of people, and they can't figure out why. And the whole thing's shot on location, and like in the Eiffel Tower, and it's beautiful and really cool, and such a fantastic concept. He does it really, really well. Yeah. Phil Spector, born today, 1939. Troubled, haunted, horrible person, and yet created such wonderful stuff. So, what can you say? Last, I don't know, is it certainly least? I'm not sure. 1980, the Rendlesham Forest UFO incident occurred. Britain's answer to Roswell. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. I don't know. Good, worth thinking about. On the day it happened, 22 years ago. Nope, 42 years ago. Yeah, I'm terrible with math. The only count I'm familiar with is Dracula. Until tomorrow. Goodbye.